Yo, what it do? This your boy, cousin Chris. Warehouse check-in. We back at it again. We appreciate everybody checking in. We doing another recap. My boy Little John interview with Time Magazine podcast with my boy Joe and John. I appreciate that, y'all. Just even bringing up the Phoenix nightclub and the warehouse experience. When he's talking about the Biggie Smalls, and then you talking about when Old Dirty Bastard was on the run and he was at the warehouse. Oh man, that's amazing stories, man. So we're gonna go right back into it so y'all can check it out, see what my boy Little John said about starting at the Phoenix nightclub slash the warehouse. Shout out to the Phoenix nightclub. I had a few words to say the other day. I kind of take back to is we're gonna straighten things out. So we're gonna get into this video and then we're gonna recap on all the things we were talking about the other day.
Were you first in the club? Would take us back to Phoenix and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. Because you were there as a teenager, right?
No, Phoenix was early 90s. I was probably 20s.
Okay, early 20s.
Yeah. So I started everybody's first strip club everybody's first club.
We'll get to first strip
club. Was this strip.
Before we get into it, when they talk about the Phoenix nightclub, they probably started when these guys started up. This was before the warehouse. So the Phoenix nightclub started from 1989 to 1992. So after the Phoenix nightclub actually closed temporarily for like 6 months, my boss, David Hampton and Philip Bone, took it over and renamed it the Warehouse Nightclub. We'll have another whole episode why they renamed it and what was the reason the club closed. But we'll get back into this video. So I never wanted to confuse a lot of the older guys. They remember it as the Phoenix, but between 1992 to from 1992 to 2004, a lot of the younger people knows it as the Warehouse Nightclub, 339 Marietta Street, the 339 Marietta Street, the Warehouse Nightclub. So everybody start, if everybody start doing their homework, I'm reaching out to everybody, do your homework. You get what I'm saying? I'm just trying to make sure everything we doing with the warehouse representing the Warehouse Nightclub ATL. We did a lot for the city, and I'm here to honor. This page is not to disrespect anyone. This page is to honor everyone. So definitely our living legend, Philip Bone. Philip is still living and going. I talked to him the other day. He appreciated everybody who's responding, good or bad. We're discussing it. But real soon we'll be going on different podcasts to explain our side, and that's about fair. I see other people on, get to talk about if it's the truth or or a lie. They get to say what they want to say. So let the ones who was actually there and the ones who actually had paperwork that actually owned the place speak out for themselves. So once again, no disrespect to the Phoenix nightclub. I will be representing, still saying Phoenix and the Warehouse nightclub, but we are the Warehouse nightclub. So we'll go ahead back into the video.
Strip club in the West End. I forgot the name of it at the time. It's actually still open. Was it Montrese? I think it was a club called Montrese. It was a club in the West End, but you could be 15, 16 because they didn't serve alcohol. So
it's called Club Peaches now. But I don't know about that no more. But Club Montrese, you go in there, like you said, 15, 16, 18. You don't know what you're gonna see in there. You're gonna see somebody, auntie or something, with a slash cut. She might have like this table mark on her or something, like stuff like that. It was kind of rough back then.
But this was like my first club experience.
Okay.
Um, and then I don't remember what other clubs I went to, but I eventually made it to. I got the Phoenix. So the Phoenix turned into one of the quintessential clubs in the city because it was the first kind of big club that brought New York and other areas talent to Atlanta. When Atlanta had typically been more about the bass and just kind of southern rap.
All booty shake stuff.
Yeah, like not all booty shake, but yeah.
It was understandable because New York at the time didn't really play Southern music. So, they was just like, man, well, you come down here, we're gonna make it hard for y'all down here. But then the radio stations made it harder down here because they weren't playing rap. It was just like maybe like a Friday night check-in or a little underground stuff. Big on records, J Team records, big street rec teams, big mixtape teams. You know what I'm saying? Was killing the streets. So basically, the warehouse was like really one of the only hip hop clubs downtown Atlanta. I want to say the city, but you had like a few little mixture. You had MJQ. Um, I want to say even Club Kaya had that. You know what I'm saying? Had that spark, had that hip hop spark. 112. There was more. 112 to me, no disrespect to 112, was one of the best after hours. Like after you didn't hit the warehouse, Club Kaya, Magic City, and all those other clubs. So about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, some people were still standing in line, re-standing in line all over again. Go to 112. But the warehouse was just that hip hop atmosphere because you had to cater to all those kids the different uh, from the historical colleges over there. What's that? Spelman, Morehouse, AU, the whole, Morris Brown, the whole nine. All those schools was open and booming at the time, and they were 10 minutes away from the warehouse. Um, Everybody knows that we used to send the buses over there to them, and then we had one of the coldest club promoters that you can even ever meet. AG Entertainment, Alex. Now, you definitely got to do your homework. If you don't know who AG is, um, Compound, used to be the old Velvet Room. He used to the owner. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely was a big part of that movement down at the Warehouse nightclub. But we'll get back to Little John. Um, Talking about. I'm glad he brought that up because, like I said, if you check out my post on the Warehouse Nightclub ATL page on Instagram, it has a lot more breakdown of where the location was at and how big and popular this spot was.
It was more southern.
Yeah.
And this was the first club where you had the college kids from the AUC would come, and you just had more of a diverse. The drug dealers were there. The Magic City girls was there. So you had all types of people, and we played a mix of. We didn't really play bass. We didn't play none of that, but we played all of the hip hop, dance hall,
and this is like
classics,
in the mid-90s, kind of
early 90s.
Because
This
Biggie
was
played Phoenix, I think.
Yeah.
Me and my crew, B&Me, we brought Biggie and Craig Mack to Atlanta.
Oh wow!
On the that was when they promoting
the Big Mac tour.
Big Mac
Yeah,
tour.
Biggie opening for
and
Mac
that
Wild.
was because of me. I knew the rep from Arista, so I called her and convinced her to, say, hey, it's a radio day. Yeah, I'm on the radio because I'm on the radio, but I'm not the music director.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I got a show on the radio, but I'm not. I can't get your record at it.
Mm-hmm.
So that turned into some drama, but we brought Craig and Biggie there, and so this was the club where.
Man, let me tell you something. it was bananas when they Biggie Smalls and Craig Mack. You had Faith Evans. I seen her for the first time, and you had Puffy, the old Puff Daddy. Man, that thing was off the chain. I think the warehouse used to hold like I want to say 2,700 people. We had probably about almost 4,000 people in there, guaranteed. At least another 1,000 outside, trying to get in. They was trying to climb up on the fire escapes, everything. I was there. It was bananas. So we'll get back into that that story, but man.
ODB, it's a notorious story. ODB was in one night. We used to have Freestyle Friday.
Okay.
Right? So Goody Mob used to be the Lumberjacks. It was just Timo and Cujo. They were the Lumberjacks. They
Shout
would
out to
come do
Goody
the
Mob.
Friday night thing. So a lot of artists would come do this Friday night freestyle. This one night, ODB there, he freestyles. Nobody reacts. He pulls out a gun, shoots in the air, and then the crowd went silent and they split. He jumped off the stage, walked down the center, and walked right out the door. But it's
Be honest with you, I mean, it was cool story, man. But it was actually, like you said before on here, we actually had a rap battle, and um, it was usually some guy. It was some guys that came in. It was pretty much dominant every week on this rap battle. So they came up on stage, and it was time to do the freestyle. So it was a blessing to have the God up there. So basically, the crowd was, and I mean, ODB was off that night, and the crowd was went for the guys that usually win every week. The pretty much legends at the club every week. So they had the crowd behind them, and then like I said, don't get me wrong, he did an amazing show. He did 1 day promotion, and the whole place was packed. 1 day promotion, that was it, and the place was packed. You get what I'm saying? They was begging to get in there. So that's when he had Fantasy out. Then he did all his old hits from that his first album. It was bananas, man. He did an amazing show, but when it came down to that Freestyle Friday, that freestyle, he just didn't do it. He just didn't do it that night. So he shot up in the air. He got mad about he lost. Me, Ryan Cameron was standing on stage, a few other people. He got mad, he lost, jumped off the stage. Just like he said, everybody opened up. He ran right out the club. Jump in the car, drive to Frozen Paradise. I got a picture online. One of my guys sent me. Drive to Frozen Paradise and kicked it the rest of the night. Who knows what he did from there? But he has a notorious picture out there right probably about an hour after that happened. So rest in peace, Dirty. I see Young Dirty. I holler at him here and there. What's going on, Young Dirty? And we'll just get back into the video, man.
this was crazy, but this was the club where we brought Mary J. Blige was there. I've seen we brought Yo Yo, we brought leaders of the new school there. Mm-hmm. Of course, Biggie, Craig Mack. So all of the hip hop and
Shout out to
just the
Dinkum
big
D.
groups at that time would kind of come through this club, and this is also where JD was every week.
Sure.
TLC was there.
Sure.
Arrested Development was there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Dallas Austin and all of that, his crew was there. So this is what all of the local talent was there too. Because
So he talking about Dallas Austin at the time. So you might have had ABC, and then you might have had Jamal Fatal Mall. He was with Dallas Austin at the time. Oh man, I just remember seeing all the Southern acts. Yeah, I remember they was young and they was hungry, and the warehouse provided that sound, that stage presence, and that crowd. You get what I'm saying? So
because we're trying to achieve that. I mean, we're trying to achieve that, break through New York too. Mm-hmm. So this is just
my bad, man. Shout out to DJ Cersei. He's definitely a part of the BME clique. Before I even heard the name BME clique, and I was already cool with Lil Jon and DJ Cersei. DJ Cersei was real cool, man. He was one of the best DJs I ever heard down here. So when they, I know they were friends, good friends. You had Pest, you had Vince, um, a lot of other people, used to be with the crew. Man, I want to say Bone Crusher, Cottonmouth. Oh man, we used to have a good time, man. They used to have that thing. I'm talking before I seen the crunk juice and the the champagne throne and all that stuff. They still was some good guys just to be around or do any type of events or even just sit down and eat with, man. These, they always had what I'm saying, the eye on the prize, I want to say. And by me being from Ohio, I'm just soaking it all in, observing, seeing how everybody move, man. And they move real good, man. So it was good to have some good people like Little John and, like I said, DJ Cersei. DJ Cersei was everything, man. So it was days that we all used to hook up and go to the IHOP right on International Boulevard, you know what I'm saying? I just remember just seeing me, Cersei, Little John, like I say, Bone Crusher. Then we might have to see Monica or Jagged Edge. Everybody, we all got all these booths and stuff, man. Then everybody decide where they gonna go. If we gonna go to 112 or I used to go back to Decatur. I'm on my way to Decatur. I'm gonna see if the gate's still open, pin ups. You know what it is. Shout out to my boy Player Poncho out there in Decatur, man. But it was good times in the 90s. You can't beat that. Warehouse nightclub provided a lot of talent. Gave a lot of opportunities, man. Phoenix too.
Just a hot new spot where it's different from where at that time it was a club called Club Excess. That was in Decatur.
Okay.
And that was
That's another
DJ Nam was
Decatur
doing Club Excess,
spot.
but it was more straight Atlanta.
And were they playing like bass records there? Like,
Yeah.
Raheem, Kilo, like those
Yeah,
guys?
this
Legends.
that was early 90s because I left the Phoenix in 93 to start working at So Def. So that was 91, 92. So yeah, I think the bass was still going crazy.
And what's so crazy about you talking about the different generations of Atlanta at Phoenix is like Coach K of Quality Control told me that one of the things that convinced him to move to Atlanta was seeing Biggie at Phoenix and then seeing also like the next night they had like a gay party and he was just like,
Wow.
this place like only
That's
here.
amazing. Shout out
could
to
you
Coach
get
K,
all
man.
of this
The
stuff
thing about
at
it
once.
was, on like I think it's Fridays, Thursday and Fridays, it was the Phoenix. Then they had an alternate entrance, and the club, the name was Tracks. Tracks was the gay club and the house club.
Sure. But just like the fact that all of that stuff could coexist in a place like that.
It's crazy. When they start talking about the tracks, first of all, the warehouse was on the Marietta side, the 339 Marietta Street. And then tracks, because it was an alternate entrance, because we had 3 floors. So they can take the back exit and go up to the 3rd floor. And usually Saturday night, they had all their events, some of the best events that they had over there on Saturday night. So basically, they just doing a breakdown of everything that was going on at the warehouse at certain times. Um, Sunday nights it was open. I had created the teen nights, probably like the end of '95 to like it lasted to like 2004 with other young club promoters. Just opened that lane up. One thing they didn't have down there was any team parties at the time. It was all maybe college parties and adult parties. So that was another thing, another lane that we opened up just to give the young talent an opportunity to actually experience that warehouse stage. So and it looked like it turned out really, really good. We did the best. I mean, we all did the best we can. It was a number of shout out to Mike, shout out to Polo the Don, aka Jamal, Duran Robinson, Pest. He used to be with Little John and BME. He was one of the ones that definitely I used to look up to. So we'll go ahead and finish off with this video.
like somebody who had their eye on the music industry and would go on to do the next couple generations
come
of it.
on.
Like he's like, I gotta be here. I need to
Right.
be where this kind of stuff is happening.
Yeah.
You know,
I wonder how much the bass music of that era informed when you started making records.
Well, that's it right there. We just wanted to touch bases again. Like I said, the last video I did, I was a little, kind of on the edge or so, and the sound was kind of bad. So I'm in a better spirit today. So I just wanted to, like I said, no more side stuff. We're gonna go ahead forward with everything. The Warehouse nightclub. Um, we're going to be doing a lot more research and getting ready to get some documentaries and stuff going on. So please share this video. Please follow us, the Warehouse Nightclub ATL, on Instagram. And we have a few other platforms we're setting up as we speak right now. So right now we're doing it off the Instagram. So thank everybody for checking out this video. Please check back in with us. Peace.